Hello, people, to the Zeroth podcast. I'm Eric.
And I'm Bryan.
We're here recording. I'm in Chicago, in my room.
And I'm in New York, actually, in my hallway, because New York is too loud. And as I speak, there is an ambulance going down the road.
Yeah, I can hear it. Just a couple weeks ago, we came back from our study abroad trip in Italy. How did
Oh
that go
yeah,
for you?
that was actually probably one of the saddest things, uh, to be honest.
Why?
And I didn't think I would miss it for whatever reason. I was kind of happy to leave,
Hmm.
but then I came back and realized how bored I was. And then I was like, damn, we could be having a lot more fun at Italy and stuff like that. And then you kind of start like reminiscing about like things that happened over there and stuff. And you know, it's
Hmm.
kind of I've left there with a lot of stories, I think.
Yeah, the same thing kind of happened for me. I got here and I just couldn't find anything to do. And in Italy, we'd literally have nothing to do, and we'd have fun just walking around or something.
Yeah, because I don't know what it was. I guess it was just we kind of had each other and stuff like that, and you can kind of like joke around all the time. And
Yeah,
we had like no curfew and stuff like that, so we just like sit down in the
well, I mean,
hotel room and just chat.
we had a curfew. Nobody
Yeah, I didn't have a
nobody
curfew.
followed it. Yeah.
Curfew, by the way, in quotation marks, because there was no fucking curfew. What time did we go to sleep?
I don't think we did.
Like at 4, right?
Yeah, it was
Like
like
at
four
four in
in
the
the
morning.
morning, and then I
Yeah,
woke you guys up again.
yeah, that was crazy. I don't know, man. That was really fun.
It was a fun time. I have more fun memories in the couple of days we stayed in hotel rooms than with my host family, to be honest.
I mean, like me personally, I don't understand. Like, I didn't have that because my host family was pretty good with me and stuff like that, and so I have a lot
Hmm.
of like memories with them. But those last 3 days in Rome were probably the best days I've spent because it was just crazy. We did a lot of like really interesting things, uh, and it was like I definitely could not have done that over here in the states.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but those last 3 days were amazing, to be honest with you.
I mean, I love my host family. They treated me really well and fed me amazing food, but I agree the Rome days were definitely the most fun. I
Yeah,
I
I don't know. I
didn't
guess it
really
was just
enjoy
like,
going out, like seeing the sights. Like obviously it was great, but it wasn't the most fun.
can we talk about the shitty pizza in Rome?
I don't think I had any pizza in Rome.
Yeah, we did. Remember?
Oh yeah, what the hell was up with that pizza?
Yeah,
It
like
was just like on a
popcorn pizza,
tortilla.
by the way. Yeah, like literally, that's what it tasted like to me. Like it was like burnt tortilla kind of ish, like popcorn kind of,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was just like they had like slapped sauce on it, slapped a little bit of cheese on it and stuff like that, and that's what that
We
was.
didn't
That
even
was
get
actually
utensils to
probably the
like
shittiest pizza I've ever had in my life,
definitely.
which is interesting considering the fact that we were in Italy, and
Right.
I definitely have a lot better pizza here in New York.
And it was weird because we didn't get utensils like to eat the pizza until like 10 minutes after having gotten it.
Yeah, we had to beg for it, didn't we?
Yeah, we had to beg the waiters because in Italy you don't. I mean, you eat pizza with your hands, obviously, but they give you like the whole fucking pizza, like the whole circle. So you gotta like
Yeah,
slice it up into slices to eat.
yeah. That
Otherwise, it's
to
just a
me,
mess.
because the first time I had an experience with that was once I got with the host family. We went out for pizza because it was like an excruciating long day for me. I left I think like 10:30 in the morning and didn't get to my host family until like 8 or 9.
Damn.
And so we went out. We went to a pizzeria and we had like a I had the choice to eat pizza, and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, pizza's great. I'll take a few slices." Um, I wish I had said that honestly, because when they came back with my pizza and they like literally like they slapped the pie on my plate and they were like, here's your pizza. And then everybody else had gotten pies, and I was like, wait, what is going on right now? Because it's like I've never eaten a whole pie like that
Yeah, yeah.
before. And so when I had seen that, I was like, what the hell did I just get myself into? Um,
Wait, did you go with Sixten
that
and I before
like
we
that was
left
interesting.
to at the hotel in Pisa? There was like a pizza restaurant like right across the street.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, across the street. And we never went, actually.
Sixten, Doyen, Mackenzie and I, we went. We went to try it out.
The one in Pisa?
Yeah. I think after you guys left, we went.
Oh,
It was pretty good.
okay. Oh, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
they sold
Yeah,
it by the
makes sense.
slice there. So when I got to like
Oh,
my
really?
host family and we went to a restaurant to eat a whole pie, I was like, this isn't
What the hell?
this is insane. It was really good though.
Yeah. How much did you guys pay for the slice?
I have no idea. I don't remember at all.
Because remember the pizza we had in what was it? Was it Luca?
Luca, yeah.
Yeah, Luca.
What was it, like a
They
euro?
charged us. No, I think it was a little bit more. I think it might have been like €2 for a slice. Well, I had
It was really good
pepperoni.
pizza though.
Yeah, yeah. That pizza was probably the best pizza
And they gave it to us by the
I've had
slice.
overall. Buy the slice for €2 each, which is interesting because you go into like the restaurants and stuff, you could probably get a pie for like 6, 7 euros probably. And that just is a better value deal than just going to a pizzeria and just
Right.
ordering a slice like
Unless it's like on a burnt tortilla.
yeah, I think like pizza's like their snack, to be honest.
I
Like
like
if
the
you want a
pepperoni better
slice,
over
it's like
there.
a snack.
Yeah. If you
But
want
if
like
you
a
have the
meal,
whole
you gotta
pie,
have
then
the
it can
whole
be like
pizza.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy to me.
The pizza in Luca burnt my mouth.
But
Because
you know
I
what?
think they gave it to me fresh out the oven because they ran out.
Oh no, yeah, I'm pretty sure like most of them, most of the pizzerias that I went to were probably like oven baked.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
Any other foods you liked over there?
I haven't
Were there any other foods that you enjoyed
any other foods. Uh,
compared to here?
I think you know what was interesting? The little like the rice that they would give us. Remember that
Oh
in
yeah,
pizza?
that was nasty,
And they
in my opinion.
you like I don't know, like a lot of people said it was nasty, but I thought it was actually pretty good.
No, you know what? Here's the thing. My host family, like 2 weeks later, made me that exact same dish, and it tasted really
Like
good.
dish, right?
Like
Yeah, it might
rice
have
and
been, I guess,
everything.
like
I think that the hotel was just crappy.
yeah, as like more people came in and stuff like that, they realized they had to like make more food for everybody else,
Hmm.
and like as a result of that, the quality of the food went to shit, I guess.
I don't know. I think the hotel was just not a good one. I mean, we did break like 3 chairs just by sitting on them.
In the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
But
Oh, I remember
I
that.
think that's also the fault of Ian and Ida.
It's interesting. They broke it.
I mean, they would always lean to one side of the couch together, just putting both their weight on it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yo, honestly, can you pause the recording right
All right. I could just edit it out, but yeah.
now? Okay, well, I have to take the meanest shit actually.
All right.
So I think I've been holding it in for like 5 minutes,
Yeah,
and I'm
go
like, oh
ahead.
no, I
Go
can't do
ahead.
it. Yeah, hold on, I'll be back. All right, well, I guess we just came back from a break. I really had to use the bathroom. But we were talking about how we broke at least like 3 chairs. Oh,
Right.
all right. I think we had about three fatalities. I think
there were
over the whole
some
trip.
issues during the trip. Some costly
Yeah, a
issues, let's
lot of
say.
things broke. We broke.
We broke one of the
Well,
couches.
we did because it wasn't us.
It wasn't us.
But somebody sat on the chair, and like that. This is what we're referring to. Back in Pisa. So I don't actually think it was Ida or Ian. It was somebody else,
It was
and
Kentucky.
they
She
sat
sat
on this
down.
chair,
She sat down on the couch, and it just exploded. Like the leg
and
just
it
flew
just
off.
like yeah, and it was like the craziest thing, and we were like, "What the hell just happened?" And it was like the worst possible thing that could have happened to this girl because she was like, "I didn't do it,"
Yeah, because she didn't. It
and
was already a
we
crappy couch. But since she was the
yeah,
one who
yeah.
got the leg to break off, seems like it was
I don't
her
know
fault.
how she managed to do that.
I think she just went a little too hard. She just fell on the couch.
Yeah, because sometimes you just like want to sit down on the couch, and so you kind of like throw yourself and stuff. And as a result, like if you have a really shitty couch, you're gonna fucking get up.
Yeah, I
Like
think it was like
there's
made of
no
straw or
other way to put
something.
it.
It was.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, all right, that happens back in Pisa, and that's like the only fatality that's happened there somehow,
Mhm.
because a lot of crazy things happened over that week.
Let's
Um,
let's not talk about that.
yeah, and then we come back to Pisa, and was it on like I think it was like night two, right? Where we were kind of I forgot what we were doing. It might have been when we were chasing Lily,
That was in Rome.
and like she like
She
jumped the
jumped
fuck
out
out
the
of the window.
window. She
Remember
jumped
that?
out the window and like scratched her leg up pretty bad.
Why did she do that?
Because we were trying to exercise her. Anyways, the point is, she scratched up her leg, but the most fucked up part is that we didn't do anything about it. She kept complaining like, my leg hurts, it's all scratched up, and everyone's like, yeah, whatever, get back to the room.
I remember that. I was like, "Shut up, we don't care." At some point, and then we chased her around. The poor girl was like walking her little like fragile legs and shit.
A 2 foot
Um,
tall girl limping around the whole hotel.
and then we like, I don't know. I felt bad, but we didn't have like bandages. We weren't gonna go ask like, "Oh, we need bandages,
Yeah,
by the
no.
way," and they would be like, "Oh, what were you guys doing?"
It was
We
like
were
the
just
middle of the
chasing
night.
Lily around the hotel, trying to exercise her. Nothing big, crazy.
I wouldn't be
Um,
surprised if like someone complained to the hotel like these fucking kids are so
Joe,
loud and
dog,
annoying, running around
that
everywhere.
first night. No, was it the first night or was it the second night? I think it might have been the second
It
night.
was the second because we were talking about it in Rome, like when we were sightseeing, which we didn't do till the second.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it might have been the second night where, um, like we knew there were people in the hotel, but we were just walking around and just screaming and being loud and shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm surprised that we didn't get kicked out of that hotel, to be honest.
What else happened? Like who else got badly injured? I think it was Sixten, wasn't it?
Sixten. Oh
He
yeah,
got
when
like
he was on the skateboard, I wasn't there for that.
no, that wasn't on the skateboard.
How the hell did that
What
happen
was
then?
it? I think he hit himself on like the window, like it was open, and like he jabbed his fucking side, like on the corner of the window, and it was bleeding really bad.
Yo, that was
Yeah,
crazy,
during
dog. I don't
dinner,
know.
I was like putting bandages on him. It was kind of nasty.
That shit was funny as fuck though. Like he would like go out of his room, like take a shower inside of his room, come out, come into our room, steal your deodorant, and change inside our room. So he was basically living in our room,
I never saw him enter our room. I always just came out the shower and he was there.
dude. Always, always, dog. When was it?
Didn't
The
he moon you or
last night we
something?
spent there. When he came in, remember? He like spanked his ass.
I was in the shower.
Like,
I
yeah,
didn't see
dog.
it.
Yeah, you were in the shower. So I'm laying down, and I forgot what we
Oh,
were doing. We might have been like,
Brian and
it
I
might have been when we
roomed
came back.
in the hotel at Rome. Everyone had like a
Yeah. So
roommate, and Brian and I we roomed together.
yeah. Like in case you didn't, like you couldn't tell. So yeah, so Eric is in the shower, like doing whatever he needs to do, and I am just laying down. It's like I don't know. I don't remember what time it was, but we had just come back from sightseeing in Rome,
Right, maybe like late
and
afternoon.
yeah, yeah. And so like I'm laying down, and I hear like I purposely left the like hotel room open
Hmm.
because I don't know, it was just like a hangout spot.
Yeah,
That's where
yeah,
everybody was.
we always just left it open for anyone to come in.
So we were yeah, we would just like let people come in. Like that was the spot. That was where you would hang out. Um,
Except the
and so
last
I'm laying
night.
down in bed, and 610 comes and he's knocking. Like I can hear him like opening the door, and I go and I'm like, who the hell is like playing around with the door and not coming in? And I'm like, the room is open, so you can come in. And that's what I was waiting for him to do. But then I realized like after like 15, 30 seconds, like he wasn't moving. So I go, yo, who's there? And I walked to the door. And that was when I made the biggest mistake of my life. I opened the door and it's 610 with his bare ass like on the door. And that was the last thing I could like possibly have thought about. Cause he like I don't know, like I just didn't expect that. Like, I just thought like,
Hmm.
oh, maybe somebody's just fucking out the door or whatever. He comes out, his bare ass is out. I open the door and he smacks it. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just witness?
I
That was
when
definitely
you tell that,
that was crazy. That was some crazy shit.
all I can think about is that our room was right next to like old people. Like there were old
The,
people
the,
staying in the
the
room
old
right next
lady.
to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I I just want to see what would have happened if the old lady comes out to a tall ass white Swedish
Investigate.
boy with his ass just out. I feel bad for that old lady.
Yo,
We were
dude.
loud and annoying.
Yo. That shit was crazy, dog. Um, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody was in our room and we were being fucking loud as hell. And I'm surprised, like, she did not bitch about it to anybody. I mean, I guess that might just be an Italian thing. I could be wrong though.
I don't know.
They
Could
just
just be
don't.
that old lady thing.
Oh yeah, uh, let's not be stereotypically insensitive.
Right.
Um,
We did go through all those
yeah.
orientations telling us not to be.
Nah, I never found myself doing it. To be honest with you.
You were in a town full of Germans. You couldn't.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You
I
get
did
the
have
Italian experience.
experiences with a lot of German people there, but like never did I find myself like thinking some crazy shit like, oh, Hail Hitler or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Some fucked up
I
shit like
get you.
that.
I get you.
Uh, okay, but that's not like going back to like the shower story when you were in the shower.
Hmm.
I think it might have been the same day that you come out of the shower and I go in.
Okay.
Um, and I'm taking a shower and I'm
Oh
singing.
yeah, that was
I'm
funny.
singing, I'm in there and I'm like like putting shampoo in my hair or whatever. And I hear like it sounded like somebody was like banging on the door or something, and I was like, "What the hell is going on outside?" Uh, and I start to begin to worry because all
You just hear
all I
boom.
hear is like 610. Yeah, all I hear is like 610 and like the door going bang 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 bang. And so I like turn off the shower and I'm like, I have to go check what's going on. Um, so yeah, I put my towel on and in an effort to kind of like catch what's going on outside. Um, and I guess that was another part where I went wrong because the way I put out my towel was something I received shit for the rest of the trip.
It was funny.
Remember that?
You put it on like a woman. Like you covered
Yeah,
your tits and everything.
yeah. Like,
It would have been even
like
funny if you
you
came
can
out
see
with
like a
like the
little bit
towel
of
on your
cleavage
head
and shit
too.
too. You can kind of see like a little bit of cleavage and shit too. So I came out
Okay.
and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's funny is I was
And
recording as soon as he came out, so I recorded that
yeah,
and
yeah.
him with his
So I
stupid
go out
accent.
and like Eric and Sixon are there like laughing their asses off. As I like do this really like fucked up voice, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I look up. I look at the ceiling, and I don't know what told me to look up, but there was like this like ball on the
Mm-hmm.
top
Mm-hmm.
on the ceiling, and it was like dripping water.
So in Rome,
Yeah.
we went to Rome, like to the city, and we were waiting for Michelle to finish souvenir shopping, and I saw these little ball toys full of water. And when you squeeze them, they like, you know, pop on one side wherever you're not squeezing. And I was like, I really want one of these, but I'm not about to pay like too much money for a ball of water. So I stole it.
Right.
I just picked it up and put it in a bag. And
That's
then
right. You did seal it.
yeah, and then I just left. Um
Oh shit! I forgot.
and when we were back at the hotel, I was showing Sixten while you were showering. And then
You guys
he
weren't showing. You guys were playing catch,
no,
like
no, we were not
90
playing
mile per
catch.
hour
We
fastballs at
were
each other.
throwing it at each other. And I was throwing it towards Sixten, who was standing right next to the door, the bathroom door. And I was like, you know what would be funny?
Oh
If I
yeah.
smacked it as hard as I could on the bathroom door while Bryan is showering. And it sounded so fucking loud. There was a point where I threw it too hard and it exploded. It ripped and water was everywhere. And then Sixten was like, oh shit, it ripped. And I was like, maybe we should stop throwing it. And then he throws it at me, water all over my wall. And then I throw it at the ceiling and it
Yeah,
gets stuck there. And then you come out.
dude, that shit was crazy. That
We
was
left it
like the
there.
most probably like I don't even know how to describe that. Like that was just so like
That was funny.
funny
Yeah. We
because it was
left
like
it
the
there
last thing I
though.
expected. Like I was like I had left my clothing inside of the shower, and normally I bring it out with me. Um, and I had left it inside and stuff. Like walking out, and I'm worried. And I'm like, what the hell's going on outside? Because I hear it stop, and nobody's talking now. And so that's why I was like, oh my god, did somebody just die in my room? And I go out and I see like the fucking ball on the ceiling, and it's dripping water, and there's like towels on the floor and shit. And I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? And then like you told me this whole story about how you had like stolen the thing,
Yeah, yeah.
which I still find like astonishing because it's like that was so funny. Like you stole the ball from a souvenir
From
shop.
a poor old man trying to sell some Italian merch.
Exactly.
But
That's some crazy shit,
what I
dog.
think is the funniest thing is that we just left it there and then went to New York.
Did we actually leave
Yeah,
it up there?
yeah. You wanted to take it down. And I was like, no, no, no. Let's just leave it up there. And I remember I was the last one to leave the hotel room. I looked up
Dude, we
and
left
the
that hotel
toilet
room
still there.
fucked up, bro.
I felt bad for the cleaning ladies when the night that we all stayed at that room. Because we really left it a mess that night.
It's crazy. Man. And then like that's not the only thing we left fucked up. Because honestly,
Lily's
um
toilet.
I felt like to like put like a cherry on top of the milkshake. We could have just like broken the toilet somehow.
No, Sixten and Toilet were like throwing
Uh
shit down our toilet and flushing it. Like all the shampoos. And they threw
exactly.
like
Who
the
was doing
actual
that?
container. It was Sixten and Lily. And it was all soapy.
Wait, they flushed the containers?
Yeah, they put the containers in there too.
What the fuck?
No, but it wasn't as bad as Lily's toilet. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, yeah. That was another thing we broke.
We didn't break
We
it.
broke the toilet.
We
We broke the
we made
toilet.
it worse. It was
Well, I
already
didn't break it.
broken. So
I didn't break it.
Lily was our friend,
And
and she was rooming with this other girl from India, and the girl goes into the bathroom, stays in there for what Lily just says is too long, and then comes out and says, "Hey, don't go to the bathroom." And Lily checks on it. There's toilet paper everywhere. It's clogged up the toilet and the fucking the thing that cleans your butthole. That thing.
yeah, what the
It's like clogged
fuck?
all up, and the water in the toilet is like to the brim, and she
Oh
just
my
leaves it like
god.
that. And then we go in there
Dude,
and
I've
we
seen
make it
some
worse. We
nasty
flood the
shit.
fucking bathroom because we just keep on flushing it and trying to fix it, and it doesn't work. And there's
That's
towels on the
crazy to
floor,
me.
ruined.
Because, yeah, we absolutely destroyed that toilet, dog. Well, not us, because it wasn't us. It was,
No.
I guess, Lily and 610 kind of just made it worse. No, so hold on. Yeah, they were like flushing stuff down the toilet, and at some point, remember I don't know if you want to tell the story because remember when we went to go like ask Ricardo what to do about the toilet? Or no, it wasn't Ricardo. It was one of the volunteers.
That we were outside the
I don't
hotel?
know. We were looking for help
Right.
at the hotel because they had like flooded the toilet and they kept going. And so the toilet now is like seeping water into the hotel room. And they come upstairs and they tell us, "Yo, we fucked up the toilet." And I was like, "How did you guys do that?"
Wait, wait, whoa, whoa,
And they
whoa,
were
whoa.
talking about.
No,
Remember
no, no.
that?
There's yeah, I
Or am I
remember
just
that. All
telling the
right, all right,
story
all right.
incorrectly?
So what happened was Dorian, Sixton, Lily, and I try to fix it and make it worse. You're dead asleep because like it's the night before we leave to New York. It's really late. You're asleep.
No, I was
No,
there.
no, no. Hold on. You were asleep. So we all four of us go and look for Ricardo to ask for help, and also because Lily was trying to fuck Ricardo. We look for him and we can't find him. Right? So we're like, maybe they're in the room where we have like our meetings, right? Which is like a bit of a walk. It's like the front of the hotel. And we go and we can't find him. So we're like, we're already like near the exit. Why don't we just leave the hotel? This is just like the first thing that came to, and we left the hotel.
Oh,
We like snuck out basically, and
yeah.
we took one of the
Okay.
Indian girls with us because she was like near the entrance. So we just walk
Oh, okay.
out.
I
Lily's
remember.
barefoot, by the way. There's glass on the floor everywhere, and we just walk out. We
Fucking
walk like
crazy,
three
dog.
blocks, find nothing, and then go back. Um,
That was crazy, actually, because I completely forgot you guys did that. I,
yeah,
I was asleep that
you were
time,
asleep during
and
that.
so that's not the story I was talking about. I was talking about the story where we went to go to the volunteers, remember? And I think one of them were coming out as we were like trying to enter the hotel or like the main lobby. Remember?
Yeah,
Were you there
yeah,
for that?
yeah. I was there. So we came back. We got you, and then we went back outside, and we just chilled
Yeah.
in like the outside lobby. And we were just sitting there, and then they finally come out, and we told them that it was all messed up. We told them that it was all messed up, and they basically told us just to leave it.
Yo, that was funny. Because I remember like we spoke with the person, we spoke with the volunteer,
Hmm.
and she goes on WhatsApp and she like I understood a few things and she was talking about how it and flooded it. That's exactly her word. She said cagato, which means to like to shit. Um,
Hmm.
and it's funny to me because it's like they straight up said that, like just like that, and like that's not even where it ends because we broke the beds
Oh yeah. All right.
and
I
we
think
can't
that
talk.
was before and after. So, oh my
Yeah,
God, we broke so many things.
twice.
I got pissed when we broke the
Yeah.
beds
Yo, I
because
know you were. You were
I
for the
was
time, bro. You were like, everybody get the fuck out the room. And I was like,
I was
yo,
so mad.
Alpha Eric.
What? It's because I was already stressed out because everyone was in the room and I was so tired and everyone's just being so annoying and I was already like on the verge of fucking cursing everyone out and kicking them out of the room. And I don't remember what broke the bed. I think one of the girls like sat down
Jolie.
and it broke.
Yeah,
She sat
that
down
was
on your
fucking
bed
crazy, dog.
and like you just hear boom and you look and like the wood, like the frame is like broken and I was like, "Holy
Yo,
fuck. Get out of the
yo,
fucking
when
room."
I
I
saw the bed go down
screamed.
like that, I swear to God, I shit you not, I was like, we're fucked. They're gonna charge us for this shit. Because like I had thought that they had split the wood. So all right,
Hmm.
let me explain like the way the bed was made. Because it was like shitty bed frames, honestly.
Yeah,
And
they were not they were gonna break
there was like that,
eventually.
yeah,
They had like
yeah,
this support thing on the wood and some of them didn't even have it.
yep.
It was on the verge of falling out already.
And so yeah, they were like I don't know how they like caved in. The planks go under the bed and somehow don't split. And
Hmm.
so when we figured this out, we were like, okay, well, we got to think for a second and like find a way to fix these
Right.
like planks and stuff.
Right.
And so we
We're
just
trying to
put them
fix it
in.
after I kicked everyone out by screaming at
Yeah,
them.
that was ridiculous.
And I could see in Jolie's eyes that she felt really bad because she saw that I was pissed.
Yeah, they all left and they were mad.
But yeah, so we pick up the mattress and we basically spend like 10 minutes trying to fix all the planks.
Hmm.
And then
And we let them back
oh,
in right
my bed
after that,
was
right? We were
yeah,
like, okay, well, everything's fine, so
yeah.
we're
But
not
I think
completely
Sixten broke
fucked.
my bed too. But like the
Yeah,
front,
the last night
he
or something
sat
like that.
down and like it popped out and I was like, just leave it. I don't care.
Yeah, and I think we gave up at some point, right? Like, I think that last time that we broke it, we were like trying to fix it, and we were like, you know what, this plank isn't going in, so we just like left it there, and we purposely put it in a like in a way that like if the next person were to come in and stuff like that, they would break the bed.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't all the way in.
So like it wouldn't be our fault. They would just report it and be like, oh, I fucked up the bed. And you'd be like, oh, well, that'll be 30 euros. Yeah, I guess like I wonder if somebody like slept in that room afterwards, broke the planks and stuff, and then reported it.
I don't know. I think they probably would have tried to fix it like we did. No one's gonna report that and end up having to pay for it.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, honestly. Um, wow. I guess we can just name this one
Just Italy.
Confessions. Honestly, like this is incriminating
Our
information.
biggest sins.
Yeah, our biggest sins in our time over there in Italy.
No,
Damn, son,
it was
it's
funny
crazy.
though.
Man.
What else happened
Do you have like any crazy stories of like when you were with your host family and
with
stuff?
my
Because I know
host
you went
family?
on the art academy
Yeah, so I did an
with
art
a lot of
program
kids.
where it was me and like 8 other kids in the program, including Sixten, and we basically
Yeah.
we spent the whole month making marble sculptures, and we visited like mountains through it, saw other people like professional marble sculptures after we had already made our crappy, never before experience sculptures. But it was pretty boring in terms of stories. We never did anything. We hung out at the beach after class a lot. Um, but all we did was play cards. We just played cards at a
So,
table.
all right, there's like a few highlights from your trip because you guys were together.
Yeah, we were
So
always together.
I think that was awesome. Because although like I enjoyed my time with my host family and the friends I made out there, like I had wished that I had like American friends or something like that
Hmm.
with me. Because the shit you guys did actually was crazy.
There were some things. I think the most famous story with me would be with Doyen's host sister.
Oh yeah, tell them.
So Doyen, another American from Chicago, he was the one who lived the closest to me because we both lived really far from everyone and from the school. We had to take 2 hour bus rides to get to the
No,
school.
you're lying. Two
No, two
hours?
hours, and it was harder for me because mine was even further. It was like 30 minutes further, and
What?
2 hour bus ride just to get to school every morning, Monday through Friday. But so we hung out a lot
Yeah.
because we were like the closest to each other. We never went into the city. We went to a club one night. My host sister and me went with Doyen's host sister and him, and we were just hanging out. I didn't really drink anything, but Doyen drank a couple of shots of vodka. Sophia drank some shots of vodka and something else. And Doyen's host sister drank not much. She drank like nearly nothing. But she was pretending to be drunk to seem cool. So it was fun for them. I kind of just stayed on my phone for the whole night because I don't know, I don't like dancing. And it's the end of the night. All right, everyone's saying bye. and Doyen's host sister goes up to me like her nose is like 5 feet from like the left side of my face. Not 5 feet, like 5 inches from the left side of my face. So not too close, but a little too close for comfort. And I'm facing forward. She's like on my left side, and she's like, "Bye, Eric." Now I don't move my head, but I like make eye contact with her. I'm like, "Bye," and she goes to kiss me. She goes to kiss my cheek. I'm pretty convinced that if I had turned my head, she would have tried to kiss me in the lips, but I didn't. She goes to kiss me, and
That
I yeet away from her. I dodge her. I like move like they do, like the Matrix, and then she
dude,
curses me out. She
that
says,
shit
"You're
is so
shit,
crazy. And
Eric."
like, fucking, God bless you for like having resisted, bro. Because she was cute.
She
She was a
was
cute
not cute.
girl.
She was not a cute girl. Not in my
Oh,
opinion.
okay. Well, I think she was cute, and
If you had met her,
that's
you'd think
funny.
she was really annoying.
Like, yeah, I guess like that's probably what like tainted your view of her. Um, that's crazy. That takes a lot of self control, to be honest with you, because or maybe it was because you had like no alcohol in your system and stuff like that. Because
I don't know.
that's some
I don't know
crazy
what
shit,
it
dog.
was. I just didn't want to get kissed by anyone, especially not her.
That is a good point. Like, oh man, that's a crazy story. Um, what other crazy shit happened? There was something else I had in mind actually.
Other than that,
Hmm.
there wasn't really any exciting things that we did. We just had fun, you know. We
Yeah,
just chilled.
there was something. There was something, but I can't remember. I can't like it. It like left my mind after you told the story about this girl. Just funny to me. That's a funny story.
We can get Sixten on the podcast for like some other episode. Maybe he'll remind us,
Yeah, yeah, in like a few weeks, I guess.
or like
It's a crazy story.
later today. Just get two out and done.
What's a crazy thing I did over there?
Yeah, what'd you do with your German family?
No, all right. So my family actually wasn't German. They were Italian.
Okay, they just
And like
lived near
like
Austria.
Italian people. Yeah, and so I lived in Polsto, which is
Mm.
this little like town inside of well, not inside of, but near Bolzano and Murano. And these are both like really like kind of German styled cities, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Like
reason
German
for that is because
architecture.
Austria is yeah, yeah. Yeah. And so the reason for this is because north of um, the city, there's Austria, and then from there it's like an hour and a half uh, from Germany
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, something crazy like that. And so a lot of people were kind of tourists from there, like from Germany. They would come down and like go see the Nazi Museum, which is like this like prehistoric. Oh yeah, yeah, I guess like prehistoric like human who was killed or something like that, and then he got like buried by the glaciers that passed by, and then like 1990s they find him and stuff like that. It's crazy, but that's a story for another time. And so a lot of these families were like more German than they were Italian, but my family was just really Italian people
Mm-hmm.
that eat German. But I actually have a crazy story with German people because I went to this discotheque. I only went once.
You only went to
Um,
one club.
and so if you don't know, in Italy, you can enter a disco or a club at 16. Um,
Yeah, in
and
in
you'll be
Italy
fine
they
over
call
here.
clubs discos, which I thought was a little weird.
Yeah, I
I,
guess
I like it didn't
it's kind
click
of
in my
similar.
mind that a disco was a club until like we actually went to one.
Yeah, yeah. And so we went. Well, I went. I went with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so there's like this thing that a lot of Italian kids like to do because the drinking age over there is 18 now. A lot of kids start to go to the clubs like at 16 and stuff like that. And so what they do is they I guess like kind of pregame. Like they
Oh yeah.
drink before. No, what they do is they they get stamped or something like that by the security guard, and the security guard lets them in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They come back out, they drink, like a shit ton of alcohol for the night,
Yep.
and they can go
And
back
then they
in.
go back in. Yeah, we did that.
And so
I didn't. But
I was just waiting because I was giving in my money so that they can so that they can hold my book bag because I had my book bag with my stuff in there because I was sleeping over at a friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm waiting, a German guy comes in and he's like, I'm pretty sure he's like drunk as fuck because it's like everywhere you look, you would find like a group of people drinking outside of the club. And so I'm standing there, and the guy comes in, and he's yelling in my face something in German. And the only thing going through my mind is, I don't understand you. Please shut the fuck up and get the fuck up out of my face. And it's funny because he was like viciously like, I don't know what the hell he was saying. And I could just be mistaking like his really loud tone for being like aggressive or some shit like that. But he was going at it, bro, in my face and stuff. And I'm like putting my hand out to tell him like, yo, bro, you need to back the fuck off. He's walking and he he screams at me, and my friend, the person that brought me, she goes, he doesn't speak German. And so the guy backs off, thankfully. I don't know how he had I don't know, like he just backed off. Maybe she said some crazy shit to him in German or something, or I don't know.
Maybe
And so
she just told him to
that
fuck
was
off.
like my only encounter with a German person, I think.
That's weird.
They were crazy, dog.
Like I think things like
Yeah,
that are
so
pretty
the
common to
club,
happen in cities, but when you're away from that environment for like a while, you
yeah,
kind of
it's
get
like
used
it
to being
catches you off
chill.
guard.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, I wasn't shook by it because I was like prepared. I was like, well, I've seen people do this type of shit before,
Right.
so like I know how to handle it. But yeah, like you're definitely right. When you kind of let your guard down, I guess.
Yeah, because
When you
it's
go to like peaceful places like that. So yeah, so now that we're on the topic of like clubs and stuff like that, there's like these hidden rules I was taught about how to club, I guess.
are
And
there?
I'm there, I'm chilling, and my friend tells me, she goes, okay, before you go, you need to know the basic rules for clubbing. Uh, and she was like, you're gonna have a lot of fun if you can, like, if you get put in certain situations and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. She goes, in Italy, you can make out with whoever the fuck you want to make out with.
Oh my god! In Italy, they're
And
the horniest people I've ever seen.
I don't know, dog. Like, I was so caught off guard by that, and
The guys try
it
to
was
fuck
crazy, dog.
anything
So,
that breathes.
yeah, it was like, it was crazy. And I wasn't used to that because over here it's like everybody's kind of reserved or, like things
This
of
is
the
a very
sort.
antisocial culture
Um,
in cities.
yeah, and so yeah, there's the hidden rules. And so the thing is, as a man or as like a male, you can go in, and if you want to, there's a lot of different things that you can do to like approach a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she, for example, like you can go in, and if you see a girl you like, you stand next to her, or not really stand next to her, you dance next to her, and you go behind her, kind of like in a creepy way, like something that if you were to do over here in America, you'd probably get called out on it. They'll fucking like sexual assault charges up the ass.
Right.
And so you're there, you're behind the girl, and you're dancing with her, and these people tend to congregate, I guess, in groups. And so, for the most part, if you do this, that girl's friend, who's normally around her, will turn around and check you out. And it's up to her to decide whether or not the girl you're dancing behind should turn around and kiss you. It's complicated, but not really. Like,
Basically, it's all up to
but
the
yeah,
girl's friend if you guys
yeah,
make out.
yeah, exactly. And so she will check you out and be like, okay, yeah, like nod yes or nod no. If she nods no, she'll do like this little hand gesture that Italians do, and it's like basically telling you to like, fuck off, kind
Right.
of. But if her friend says yes, the girl will turn around and make out with you, like
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 on the
that,
spot.
which is crazy because it's like if you were to try to pull some shit like that over here in America, like I said, assault charges up the ass. So I found that really funny actually because this happened a lot of times actually, like maybe at least 3 times. Uh,
Did you
which
ever
which is hysterical,
test it
honestly,
out?
because it actually works. Like I saw it happen. I never tested it out because I guess I don't know why I didn't, honestly. Um, but it's funny. It's funny actually. And like nobody's scared to be who they are out there. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, like everyone's just open about what they do and the kind of people they are.
Yeah, and that's honestly pretty good. And so there was this one girl. I don't know if you want to tell the story of the girl who was getting asked for blowjobs.
Okay, so there's this one girl who was in the art group, and she went to a club with some of the other girls in the program, and I won't say her name in case she feels uncomfortable about me telling this story, but she
Don't
she
name drop, and you'll be fine.
um she was at a club, and there was this guy who I guess had a crush on her when he saw her, and he kept asking her for like blowjobs and to make out and maybe even to have sex, and her host sister and her host sister's friends were like, "Yeah, make out with him, make out with him." She felt really uncomfortable.
But I don't think she was out there to like get any. To be honest with you, like you said, there was a lot of girls actually trying to do that.
Yeah,
And I mean, I don't know, like if there were any girls that like tried and didn't get anything, but she was like not looking for anything, and she was probably the girl who attracted the most
yeah, she
attention,
got
I
the
think.
most attention out of anyone.
And so that's hysterical to me. I guess you shouldn't just try sometimes.
Yeah,
Don't
just
try
don't
and you'll
try,
try.
and everyone will just go to you.
Yeah, dog. What you mean?
If you're a
Um,
decent person,
I think
just
that's what
make
life
some
is,
friends.
honestly. Like when you're not trying, you get good things.
All right, let's let's rephrase that a little bit. If you're a decent person, you don't have to try to be something, like
Yeah, yeah.
be
That
yourself.
shit's crazy to me. Yeah, fuck, dog. Imagine. Honestly, like if you just live your life and just like imagine that you live your life without trying for anything and you receive everything. Like how easy your life would be.
Sounds like rich white people who just get whatever they want.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be rich, but I'm rich. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is fucking crazy. Um, hmm. I guess like yeah, I think I'm out of stories.
I mean, I'm sure there's more to tell. I have some stories like in my mind, but I think I'd rather save them till for a later
There's some
date.
other circumstances.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe when it comes up in conversation
yeah.
or something.
How long
Cuz
have we been talking?
it's been 55 minutes, but after editing it's probably going to
55.
be
All
like
right. Well,
40.
yeah. Let's go for an hour.
Yeah, let's hit an hour and then we'll just call it a day.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I mean Italy was a fun experience. Did you go on scholarship?
Yeah, I was with. Actually, I'm not going to say the name of the scholarship because I don't want to name the program or anything because they provided us with an opportunity to go to another country and stuff like that. And a lot of the stuff we said is actually pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they'll
Um,
probably take all your opportunities away if they hear this.
yeah, so no name dropping. They yeah, but I was on scholarship there. Half through the scholarship and half through another program that I do, and they were able to contribute the other $5,000 for the program,
Mhm.
which I'm really grateful for. And I came back. I guess very different. Just overall, I felt like I've matured. I felt like I've, gained a lot of confidence. Um, and I realized I had a passion for, getting to know people and like the feeling of starting to learn a new language and being a part of a new culture when
Hmm.
you're so, how do I say this? When you're so like involved in your own stuff at home and
Right,
you don't have the opportunity to kind of like go out to other countries and do stuff like that.
right. Yeah, I did this program just because I got really bored of like living here. Nothing really goes on here. But
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I feel like I've matured a lot since going back. I feel like I've been a little more willing to speak to people. I'm a pretty timid kid. I don't really talk to people if I don't have to. Stay in my room a lot.
Yeah.
But, I still
Exactly. I
prefer to be alone, but, I'm more willing.
yeah, you're more willing to like go out and like if you have to, you can make friends and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's what I feel.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Were you on scholarship?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I was on I won't name drop them either, but I was on a scholarship that paid for half of it and then my school actually paid for the rest of it.
Right.
I tried to apply to other
Wow, that's
scholarships
awesome.
so my school wouldn't have
My
to
school would
pay
never
as
do some shit
much.
like that.
Yeah, it's really great. They've always helped me out like that. Like freshman year, they got me like 80% off on a program for music composition.
Yeah,
So we only had to pay like $80 out of pocket.
that's awesome. I really wish though, like in a different life, had my circumstances been different, I really wish I would have done the program for a whole year.
Oh,
Although it was devastating enough to go for a month
it was a little
because you go
stressful.
and you kind of start to create like this new life for yourself, and
Hmm.
then to come back after meeting so many people and
It
making
was
this
too
bond with
short.
them, for it to like all kind of just I more or less go down the drain if you don't
Right,
stay. How do you say this? Like if you don't stay in contact with them,
right, right, right.
and
I think we've done a pretty good
so
job so
yeah,
far of keeping in contact with our friends from over there.
yeah, absolutely, and I hope it stays like that for as long as we can. To be honest with you, but yeah, and I hear that this program, our program, is actually by our age and not by like our high school grades. Because right now I'm a rising junior. You're also a rising junior, right?
I'm a rising senior. I'm currently in my
Oh yeah, yeah,
senior
yeah.
year.
My fault. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going into my senior year. Um, and so I'm thinking, honestly, if my circumstances would have been different, I would have had money. I definitely would have done another program. Just
Yeah.
had an experience in a different country too for the summer.
Yeah, I kind of wish I did I did this a year earlier or maybe even 2 years earlier so I can do more as time goes on. Cuz I know there was a girl who was going to be a freshman in college this year, but my school is not going to pay for
Oh,
the program, not going to help me pay
she
if
she
I'm
turned
out of
18,
school.
right?
Yeah,
Over.
she turned 18 during the trip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that is so cool to me. I wish, yeah, 'cause you can tell she was just like older, um, and she was a great person too.
I didn't really talk
I
to
have
her,
nothing
but
bad to say about her.
she seemed cool.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, like if I can come up with like money or something like that, I would definitely would want to do another experience like that over the summer. Come back
I'd honestly love just
to
to visit my host family one day. Just be like, just to
yeah,
see them again.
yeah. And does your host family like ever talk about coming to visit you in Chicago?
Actually, yes, they do. My host sister made a whole plan for next summer. She said she was going to come to the US and stay with me for like 2 or 3 weeks, like in my home as if I was hosting her. And then she's gonna go to Doyen,
Yeah.
who's in North Chicago. I'm in Lower West Side, and he's all the way in North Chicago, and stay with him for
Uh-huh.
2 weeks. And then she'll fly to New York to
Wait,
the
your host
Bronx.
sister wants to stay with him?
Yeah, because they kicked it off. They were really good friends as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then she'll go to the
That's some
Bronx
shit.
and stay with Ryan, who was also really good friends with her.
She's fucking bad shit. What the hell?
What?
Can you go straight from Italy to Chicago?
No, you have to land in New York. And I told her like, why don't you just stay with Ryan when you land and then come to Chicago?
Yeah.
But I
And
think
then
it.
from Chicago, go straight to Italy.
Can you do that? Can you go from Chicago to Italy?
Hmm.
Don't you have to land in New York as like a connecting flight?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because it's like
It wouldn't
that would
really matter
be
in the
actually
end.
pretty dumb.
It wouldn't really matter because she'll be in New York at the beginning and at the end anyway.
And at the end, yeah. Wow. So her shit's actually pretty complicated. My host family, all they would have to do is take a plane to New York, and
Yeah,
she'll be, they'll be chilling and stuff like that. They'll be here.
it's dumb.
Uh,
I don't think she's
and
actually
then,
gonna
and I'll
do
be
it.
here and I'll be able to show them around, and it'll be like the first time I see them in like a year.
Right. I don't think she's actually gonna do it though. Maybe she'll visit Chicago, but I don't think she's gonna like chill with us.
She's gonna like it.
I don't think she's been to Chicago twice already.
She's been.
Yeah, she's been to a lot of places in the U.S. actually. Chicago
Oh wow.
specifically
So she's
twice. Um,
wow
so like I think she'll visit, but I don't think she'll stay with us.
for that long.
I don't think she'll
Or
live with
yeah.
us. Yeah,
How old is your host sister?
she's like a year younger than me. She's born in the same year, but she's towards the end of the year, towards the beginning.
Wait, so what the fuck is she gonna do by herself?
I don't know.
Hmm. That's interesting. You might have to like chill with her and stuff like that if she comes here by herself. Although I doubt that.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think
I don't
she'd come
think
by herself.
my yeah I don't think my host parents would send like my host brother by himself over here
How old's your host brother?
unless it was like on an AFS program. Or actually they would. I can see them doing it
How
because
old
my
is
mom
he?
was like I'll gladly like host one of them.
Yeah.
Because she was like so grateful, and she was like, "Well, they took really good care of you and stuff like that." Um, and they were great people to me. I never felt like left out or anything like that.
Me neither. I had a good host family. There were a lot of people in
Yeah,
the art program that hated their host family.
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, and I guess I spent like a lot of time with them. There were some people that they would be with their host family and stuff like that, but like they would always go out to like discos at night and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah.
And although that's like fun and stuff, you kind of don't really make that much of a bond with, your host family and stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah. My host sister always took me to like her grandparents' place to eat, and we
Yeah,
visited like their different houses, some like historical family places. It
yeah,
was a lot of fun meeting
that's awesome.
everyone in her family. Although I did get a little annoyed because every time I met a new person, all I would think is this is just another person to say goodbye to at the end of the trip.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Like towards the end.
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna have to say bye to all these people. We have to go around the whole town to get to everyone.
Yeah, because my host family threw a farewell party.
Oh, really? Damn, that's nice.
So like everybody I had met was kind of there in that one room, and everybody was like wishing me goodbye and stuff like that. And there was this little girl I had met on my first day there, and she had like drawn something for me, and she like laminated the paper,
Aw.
made me a bracelet, and made me like two pixel art kind of things that I can put on my book bag.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
if you
so
remember
cool.
those things. Yeah, and so she made those, and I had them on my bag, and I had the bracelet on my wrist for like 2 weeks before I decided I Should probably take it off because it was getting like dirty and stuff like that. But I still
Mm.
have it. And it's like that like moment was so sad because it was like I'm saying goodbye to this girl, and she, she clearly cared about me, even though she
Right.
only saw me like twice. Um,
That's so
and I'm
sweet.
glad I had an impact on people like her like that. And I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but I wish that a lot of the people that I met um, had something positive to say about me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, my host dad, he just gave me stickers promoting his like motorcycle company. I have them on my
My
guitar
host
case.
father, that's funny because my host father actually had a camping company. So like he would do a lot of things with RVs and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And he gave me his business card and stuff, and I have it in my wallet too. I guess as like a good luck charm and a memory. But it's funny to me. And I told him I was like, if you ever want to like start the business in New York, you could probably do that.
Yeah.
The best place for that is like upstate,
Yeah, that's where all the
because I mean, there's nowhere you can camp in New York City.
no way. Oh, my host sister gave me a pin from the Czech Republic, which I thought
Czech
was really
Republic.
cool. Yeah, because she went on a debate thing to Prague, I think
Yeah,
it's pronounced, and she brought
I
me a
like how
Hard
they
Rock
just
Cafe.
like, yeah, that's awesome. I like how these like European people like they can literally get in a car and just be in a different country in like
Yeah,
3 hours.
it's
Well, meanwhile
amazing.
here, like it takes me about like, well, I have no clue how long it takes to get to Canada, but it's a while for
Right.
me to get from New
From
York
Chic
City to Boston, for example, is like 3 hours.
Are you
Um,
serious?
which is funny because
It's
it's like
right there.
like for me to go from state to state, it would take that amount of time. But in 3 hours, you can go from Italy to Austria to Germany.
Yeah, it's insane. I think from Chicago to New York, it's like
eight
it's
hours,
like
probably.
an 8 hour drive.
Yeah. So like that's why a lot of people just take flights.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna apply
um,
for you, Chicago.
yeah, I'm gonna apply to uh there are no good colleges in New York. I'm sorry.
NYU, Cornell, stuff like that.
I think I'm gonna apply to Cornell.
Cornell is upstate, actually. That's like maybe 3 hours away
I'll
from New York City.
probably I probably have zero chance of getting in, but I'll apply.
Yo, dude, honestly, a lot of people have that issue, but it's like you got to shoot your shot, and if you miss,
Yeah, like
whatever.
you obviously you gotta apply, but like
Yeah,
there's no harm in not trying unless you can't get a fee waiver, which case
yeah,
there's a bit
and
of a
I
harm.
get fee waivers.
I get fee waivers,
I'm
so that's
I'm
fine.
applying for 19 schools.
I should apply for the Common App like
Yeah,
now.
Common App I think gives you how many free?
um, a decent amount.
I think it might be like 10 or something like that. I know my program is providing fee waivers for 10 private schools, 4 public schools in New York. All right, so New York has like the SUNY and CUNY system. They're giving me 4 SUNYs and 5 CUNYs. And
Hmm.
so, like in total, that makes 19 schools, which is interesting because a lot of people won't be able to do that many schools for the
Right.
simple fact that they don't receive fee waivers and it's expensive as fuck
Yeah,
to
like
pay per application.
it adds up.
So, but I think we should just wrap it up,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's it. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Any goodbye words, Brian?
Yeah. Thank you for listening. I hope we can continue doing this because this is actually good and it's an interesting way to kind of unpack a lot of experiences that we've had and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And hopefully, if you're listening at home, this may be maybe a little bit of a push for you to do something like study abroad and stuff like that. It's interesting.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you, and